Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Benny Auto Parts. Today, we're going to highlight balancing LS 5.3 for a customer. We're going to walk through the full process of weighing the rods, weighing the pistons, rings, getting us our bob weight ready to go, and then we're going to spin the crankshaft. So I'll do a little bit of talking as we go through this, just to kind of let you know where we're at in the steps that we're doing. So stay tuned, and we're going to go ahead and get started on it now. Scat packages their rods real nice for keeping. So what we're doing right here is we're weighing the big end and small end of the rod. Once we get that weight, we send it to the computer, and then I weigh the rod to get a total weight. And I send that to the computer, and that calculates the big end and the small end of the rod. These rods have protective oil on them, and you kind of need to wipe that off and kind of clean it up a little bit. The oil is to keep the rod from rusting in case it had to sit on the shelf for a long period of time. Of course, these days and times, don't let them sit on the shelf very long with our supply issues the way they are now.
Well, today is finding it on the shelf.
Exactly, finding it on the shelf is a bigger problem. You're absolutely right. We've got 4 done. There's 6 to do, or 8 to do total, so we've got 4 left. This is kind of a replacement stock rod, but it is an upgraded rod bolt. It comes with a 8740 rod bolt in it, which is 190,000 psi. So you don't have a chance of breaking a rod bolt, hopefully. And this is the last one. A lot of people don't know it, but the factory rod bolts that come in them from the factory are not supposed to be reused, because they're what we call torque to yield bolt or stretch bolts. So basically what that means, they got a one-time use, and after you use them the first time, you're supposed to dispose of them and replace them. So nice thing about aftermarket rods, especially Scat or Eagle, is they come with 8740 bolts, which are not torque to yield, not stretch bolts, so they'll be there for the duration. Okay, so we got 8 connecting rods weighed up. Got your big end, small end, rod total. So we're going to send that over to start building the bob weight card. And that is the first step in the process of getting this engine balanced for the customer. I'm seeing a difference in 2 pistons of almost 5 grams. So that's going to require us matching up some heavier pistons with some lighter rods. So actually on this one, I'm going to write the weight of the piston on top of it, so I can go back and match it up to the rods. S1, 8 out of 8. All right, got everything weighed on that one. Go ahead and send it, close it. Next is going to be the pins. So we're going to weigh each individual wrist pin. Very little variance, 2 grams variance in all 8 of them. So 2/10 of a gram, I'm sorry. 2/10 of a gram, that's not a whole lot of difference right there. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. close it. Now we got our wrist pins. Is the locks. Basically, this is a lock on a floated piston that holds the wrist pin in place once you put it into the piston. This is only, so you're only going to weigh 2 of these because there's one on each side of the piston for a total of 2. So we're going to lay those up there. And give it the weight on those. 2 grams, 2.2 grams. We're going to go ahead and send that over. All right, so that's basically it. Now I got to weigh the rings will be next. So this is the customer's rings. So basically you have a top ring, a second ring, and then the third ring, which is actually a 3-piece ring, which is the oil ring. So I always weigh the oil rings first. So you got 8 total, but we're only going to be weighing up 1 per piston. So that's the expander ring. These are the 2 scraper rails. Be 2 of those. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. We'll weigh those next. Then we'll weigh the second ring from the top, which would be the second compression ring. 1 of those. And then we're going to weigh the top ring, which in this case is a stainless steel top ring. Nowadays, the new technology is top ring is generally stainless steel, and you can see that by the shininess of it, stainless steel top ring. So we've got all the rings on there. We're looking at about a total of 32.1 grams. So we're going to weigh that and send that to the bob weight sheet. And then I'm going to put everything back in the customer's ring pack so that when he gets ready to build his engine, everything will be there. So